What's up, y'all? It's your boy Ronan, and today we're gonna be playing some Outer Worlds, which is basically like it's a Fallout game. I'm gonna say it's a Fallout game since it's Obsidian, and they have like some of the original developers of Fallout. So we are gonna be playing this game today. Yeah, let's get straight into it because this music it's just getting louder and louder every time I'm trying to talk. There we go. All right, let's get in. Goddamn. I'm gonna be honest, I actually did play a few hours into the game already. I'm already past the tutorial and a few main and side missions. Where I'm currently at right now. Dark Amari. Amar? I'm sorry if I butchered the name. What's up? Yee. Where am I at in the story? I just got out of the robot factory, I think. And I'm just trying to continue with this side mission or a main mission right now, so let's get straight into it. Yeah, I also have Parvati as my freaking little, yeah, you know the vibes. Probably gonna increase my freaking mouse sensitivity a bit, like 30. Let's see what that looks. That's way better. So let's get into it. Should see what's in my missions right now because I really don't know what I'm doing right now. Oh, let's give him back the part. It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the way.
Bring us honor, soldier. Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical hordes. I would reward you with the gratitude of the Resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. So here's a couple of bits for your trouble, and a little something to remember me by.
Finish that mission. Give me a few bits and shock stick. Probably better than... Didn't I have another shock stick? No, he just gave me that. Okay, awesome. That's another thing. Okay, set over there. Okay, not gonna lie though, I do feel like I'm playing like an early access game. This is what the game feels like an early access game. I really shouldn't be saying much though. Because this is the first world. I don't know, I'm not a big fan of this first world.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those. Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you. Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind. You don't know what enough with the questions means? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her. It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere. Appreciate it. Honest.
Oh god. There we go. I'll figure out which one's Zoe's house later.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Make amends? Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them. Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives. You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Should probably go and do that one quest for Lil Zoe. Oh, found her home. Okay, so this is where she went to the other thing. Why does she want to be a marauder so bad? God damn it. Just gonna... We'll check her house again. I should probably clean up the house. Never mind. Ooh, nice. Hunting rifle. Never got that before. That's pretty sick.
Nice.
Check out this bad boy. I fucks with it. What is it? What ammo does it use? Heavy. Okay. Not bad. Oh, they still do that? Pretty cool. You okay?
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
Wow! You put those marauders in the dirt quicker than the masked marketeer. Teach me your ways. What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen. I'm great at clarifying. I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, must be my natural charisma. I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it. I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them.
It's there though. I don't know why it's saying it's okay anyways.
No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit. I've got all the time in Halcyon. Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong. And no serial dramas. I've been thinking about going back. I just gotta know if Lord Cavendish really is the masked marketeer. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Heard something.
We can't, like, disarm it?
Gosh, that's clever.
Oh.
Wow.
What is it? We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway? Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Alright, well, there goes that one. I could get him as a fucking companion, but I don't know. No one heard that?
I smell blood!
Okay, here we go!
Matthew!
You got him!
Oh, what is that? I have no idea what that means, but... What now? Fuck it, let's just faster over there. Will someone be faster? Hey, you suck, get a life. Aw, rip. Fight something? I already killed stuff, you just missed out. Oh my god, why did I fucking shoot, dude?
Oh, clever.
Don't know what I'm gonna do with these shears. I'm gonna try to look for these guys.
Here we go.
What the hell is this? Oh my god!
Pass that over. That's smart. Nice one.
That shouldn't have hit me! Okay, well, at least I know where the fucking weak point is. Holy shit, dude, are you kidding me?
Got it. Inside voices. Eyes up. Nice one. Nice hit.
Holy shit. I'm not fucking with those things anymore. Holy shit. Oh my god. probably increase these too. Fuck. No. I work today, but no work tomorrow, so yeah, that's awesome. Maybe we should increase this. Daft streaming Outer Worlds right now too. Damn. She's obviously the best streamer, the better streamer. How are you liking it? It's pretty fun. Kinda looks like an early access game, but it's whatever. .7k viewers, shake my head. I know, dude. I gotta set my shit up. I have to be girl streamer.
Sorry, I'll just be a minute.
It's impossible being fucking male streamer
Any
nowadays.
progress on that matter we discussed?
I'm just ugly.
Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French.
I can't fucking read French.
It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
At least you still have your mission, blah blah blah.
Please. As if my life should have no greater meaning than proselytizing to a bunch of feeble-minded wretches. Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the true nature of reality with people who have no interest beyond their next Aetherwave program. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew. Free spiritual counseling, someone to watch your back, not to mention a grown-up in the party.
I'm 28.
Exactly. I'm pretty handy with a toss-ball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
Okay. Shit. Sounds good. Let's
Fantastic.
go.
Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale. I'll meet you on the ship when you're ready to depart from Emerald Vale, Captain.
Okay, well. He'll meet me at the ship, he says, so... Guess he's not really gonna be, like, with me, so... We're going to give the power to the town. I really don't like this town. Before we do that, I'm gonna sell all my shit so I can get some fucking money out of this town. What's up, brother?
Work your jaw on some Spacer's Chaw. Music to my ears.
A lot of stupid shit I need to sell. Look at all this fucking bullshit. I have like 5 of this, or I don't know. Get rid of this fucking object.
Spacer's Choice, the brand of choice for spacers on a budget. Music to my ears.
Walking down the street to my car, hopefully I don't get robbed. Oops. Just kidding, you know, you're gonna be fine. Something a pussy. I mean, what? Just kidding. Level 4, why is this better? Just gonna keep these armors just in case I don't have to deal with this with them. I don't understand the difference. I live in a gentrified area of the ghetto, remember? So many crackheads, you're gonna go, I get stabbed. Okay, buddy, chill out. And that shit's gonna happen, yeah. Alright, we're gonna decide to give the power to, because fuck Edgewater. It's a fucking weird ass town with fucking sick ass people. They're eventually gonna move to the other town, hopefully, if they don't get... I killed every fucking marauder in this goddamn place anyway, so there's no way they're gonna get fucking dropped. I'm gonna give the fucking power to, what's this town called before I fucking give it... I don't want to give it to... That's Edgewater. The Botanical Lab. You guys a dick. Everyone non-stop works. It's kind of weird town. Suicide is considered a fucking law, or, I mean, illegal action. Let's see. Go this way. Wait, what did I just do?
Get away!
The fuck was that?
No, 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 just leave me alone.
What? Hold on.
You're not real. You're not real. No, 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 just leave me alone. Get away! Not real. Get away! Get away! No, 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 just leave me alone. You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot! Scram! Most people? But I'm the only one left. No. Remember your first rule, Higgins. No arguing with the Phantoms. See? See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting. Clearly, I mistook you for one of the phantoms of my imagination, which terrorized me on occasion. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder. Hard to say. By my reckoning, Higgins has been here somewhere between 2 weeks and forever. My recollection's a touch fuzzy these days. Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant. Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides. Braised, boiled, charred, skewered. Sprats are good eating, friend. Chock full of brain food. Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium. I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out.
Dude, this guy's insane.
I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries. Repaired them, maintained, upgraded. Did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section. Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons. You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead. Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you.
Okay, going quiet. Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded. Don't mess with us. Where'd you go? If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the veil? Yeah, huh? You mean why I'm not allowed in the store anymore? There was a kind of a thing with a vending machine when I was 12. Sure, but folks got long memories around here. I've always been good with my hands, right? So I saw a lock on the machine and thought, oh, this must be how they refill it. But I had to know. So I did my thing, and next thing I know, there's a couple hundred bottles of Zero G rolling out the front door and into the road. It's not funny. Right about then, a bunch of loaders came rolling in the gate, fresh off the Saltuna ships. And Mr. Thompson was up on the porch making a speech about how everyone would have to volunteer a third shift to get it all canned. Anyhow, you ever seen an autoloader run over a bottle of Zero G? Exploded all over Mr. Thompson. One bottle after another as the loaders went by. I was just shy of working age, so Dad had to pay all the damages. Moreau's still angry at me. I can laugh about it now, but I just about puked up my guts in terror in the moment. That's the one time I ever made Mr. Thompson look a fool. Once we do this, there's no going back.
I'm trying to give...
Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow, she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred? Well, that sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way.
What's the right decision now? I was gonna give the power to the fucking community, but I honestly didn't see anyone else besides that lady and...
Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something. Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
I'm gonna look this shit up. No, it's okay. Hold on. I can convince Reed to step down as a fucking leader. But how do I do that? Okay, I'm gonna give the power to Edgewater. I just don't know how I can chase off Reed. I'm gonna have to figure out that myself. Let's just play.
sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for, even if they didn't care much for me.
Okay, my deserter's reputation has decreased, but fuck. What can I do here? She's gonna be pissed, but I can tell her she can be the leader. Oh, there was a...
That's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Before you get pissed off at me.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit.
Hold on. Listen.
This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
Oh my god, I would tell Reed to fucking step down, dude.
You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management. You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together. Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients.
These motherfuckers are crazy!
Edgewater Cemetery's got corpses aplenty. Enough for a generation's worth of crops.
I don't know who you are. I really don't know who you people are.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi. Hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
I seen you wandering around here. You don't look like you're coming from town. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair. I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged. No kidding! Really? Well, which one? The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible! You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special, on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me. Sure, I'd be glad to take them off your hands. I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again. You know something? I think you're right. The town could use another engineer, and I'm on my way to becoming one. I could do a lot of good in Edgewater. Maybe even keep a garage of my own with a little workbench and my very own toolbox. It's just... Adelaide's never gonna forgive me. Not in 100 years. I go crawling back to my old life in Edgewater and I'm as good as dead to her. You know where to find me.
I don't know what you did to talk some sense into Zoe, but I appreciate it. The matter's been weighing on me. Zoe came back, but I couldn't keep her from slipping out in the first place. Who's to say I could keep marauders from slipping in? I don't see us lasting more than a couple of weeks out here. I'm loath to admit it. We're gonna have to make our peace with Topson and hope he takes us back. Listen, we go back to Reed, hat in hand, begging for our old jobs back. Well, Adelaide's not gonna forgive us. She never talked to us again. Sure, suit yourself. I'll be here.
So let's go back. motherfucker to leave.
Where are we headed?
Hey, motherfucker, you're gonna have to leave.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water.
And I'm gonna have to tell you
I
to sit
trust
down.
Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts? Go ahead. Adelaide was our only
God
flavor
damn it.
specialist. We
Fucking
are
controller.
Saltuna Canning Institution. Saltuna without flavor is like a cysty pig without tumors, borderline inedible. I appreciate what you've done for us. Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes, but I have done my best for this town. I am a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home. I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic. The very notion is just grotesque. A raw vegetable? Why don't you just ask me to go chew the bark off of a tree? We are a Spacer's Choice Saltuna cannery. We eat Saltuna here, and only Saltuna. I don't understand. You say Adelaide's growing her own food, but that should not be possible. The soil's gone sour. Company said as much. Our own botanists couldn't grow decent crops for us, so the company got rid of them and shut down the greenhouse. You'll excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil? And when you say special fertilizer, you mean what exactly? What a remarkably efficient solution. Recycling Spacer's Choice property long after its date of expiration. I was wondering about those missing bodies in Silas's cemetery. You're right. I am being obstinate. If the best thing I can do for this town is to stand down, then stand down I shall. If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me. A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them. No such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls, or put in for early retirement. I don't know. I could see myself lasting a week. I have always tried to do right by my town. It has never been easy. I do. Adelaide's found a cure for the plague, and she knows how to tend to crop. She's what this town needs.
Did it?
Look at that. The snake's come back. I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward. You telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
This is considered a long gun. Let's see. It is.
There he is. Hey, all you people.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm gonna end the stream here. It was fun playing, but I got other stuff to do. Catch your boy later. I'm gonna play some more Outer Worlds later, probably, or maybe more COD tomorrow. It's tough. I have to play a lot of games, but yeah. Catch your boy later. My name's Roy, and I'm out. Peace. Love you guys.